With that being said, welcome to the new show on the block. Touching every topic, guaranteed to make it hot. Run them Phillip River spirals to girly running the rock. Run them lake show dunks to them game winning shots. It's a lock, it's a fact that we only spitting facts. Like who wreck a finna flop and who stay on top of that. Who the hottest of the month and who really spitting trash. Don't stress, just guess. This your favorite podcast. Everything should be dead after.
That's what he said.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending what time it is, wherever you are in the world. Listen to us right now. I am Francisco, your host with the most, a.k.a. defective_TDK on the IG, and I'm chilling with my co-host.
What's up, everybody? It's Daniel, a.k.a. Unruly Pretty Rock on that IG.
And you are now tuned in to episode 58 of
With That Being Said.
Danny,
What's good?
spooky season came and went. Happy Halloween, brother.
Happy Halloween, man.
Any festivities?
So I had a 90s/2000s party
Yes,
on
y'all.
Sunday,
To the beat, y'all.
and that shit was dope as fuck.
That's what's
That
up,
shit
baby.
was fun.
I'm
Everybody
glad you had
came
fun.
out.
I saw your costume. I saw the people who went. Their costumes were pretty fucking lit. It looked like everybody got into it. Everybody put some effort into it.
Yeah,
So the costumes were pretty
definitely.
dope.
Yeah, it was dope. I got my hair braided. I got a little headband. I got
Ooh.
the Michael Jordan throwback jersey, 1986.
Ooh.
Extra long. That shit was almost down to my knees. And then I got an extra large tall tee from this place called T-Mart by my hood.
Okay.
And that shit also hella long. I don't know how people used to wear those shirts. That shit was dope though. It was fun.
At one point, it was fashion, sweetie.
That's what it
Look
was. Yeah.
up. But yeah, happy Halloween. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Hope everybody got home safe and you got lots of candies for the kiddies. But Halloween's over, dude. You know what that means?
What?
It means we're in November. You know what that means?
What?
No Nut November, baby.
Damn.
Are you participating?
That started today?
That started today.
Oh.
No?
I'm
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm already out.
Look, honestly, I'm out too.
Yeah, I rubbed one out this morning, dude. So I
Low
was
key,
like, just
I was in the shower and then it just happened. And then I remember,
just
and then I
happened.
remembered that it was No Nut November.
yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, I did it."
You know what, dude? I knowingly did it.
Oh, I did it
I was like,
unwittingly.
I'm just gonna get it out the way, keep my mind right, get me focused, and let's finish out these last 2 months with a bang. You feel me?
Okay.
Get ready for 2020, dog.
I feel it.
I don't got time for these games and whatnot. Let's get into something that I guess it's a sad story, but I don't really feel sad about it, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but John Witherspoon just passed.
Yeah.
Right? He died at the age of 77.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't feel sad is because, like, hey, man, you made it to 77. You were a beloved actor. Like, you had a pretty big fan base.
You did.
Like, you had a good run, dude. You got paper. Like, it is what it is.
You
You know?
chilling.
Yeah. Life comes and goes, man. If anything, congrats on getting to the other side, brother.
Congrats, high five, participation ribbon. Like, good job.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, no,
you
but
know?
I feel you though. How old you said 77?
77, man. His birthday was coming up in January, too.
I mean, like if I made it to 77, I'd be like, you know what?
That's a pretty good run, man.
It's a good run.
Especially when you start to think about, like, I get hit by a bus tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
77 is
yeah.
a pretty good run.
I'll
man.
take it.
And the reason why I say a beloved actor is because he's a part of so many famous franchises, like
Yes.
hood classic franchises.
Yes.
Obviously, the Friday trilogy, the Boondocks,
Boondocks.
and the Wayans brothers. He's probably my favorite in the Wayans brothers. I love him in the Wayans brothers, bro. What do you like him from?
Boondocks.
Boondocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
Boondocks.
Boondocks is dope, but what I like about it more is that it's somehow, for some way, it's somehow coming back around, and people are getting back into it again. Because obviously it died out.
Yeah, it died out.
Out of nowhere, it just started popping up again
And-
with memes and stuff.
I think because that last season, like, there was a lot of hate on that last season. So now time has passed and people forget about the last season. And it's like, man, those first 3 seasons were fucking good, though, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I fuck with the Boondocks, bro, for sure. R.I.P. John Witherspoon. You had a good run, baby. I want to get into anniversary. It was actually their 19th anniversary yesterday. It was the anniversary of OutKast's.
OutKasts? Yeah, I guess.
OutKast's?
OutKasts.
OutKast. You just hold that a little bit longer, right?
OutKasts. Yeah,
OutKasts.
S apostrophe because I ends with the S. Yeah.
Well,
I paid attention in English class.
I missed that day of school too. But also, that's like, I feel like that's like second grade, third grade.
Yeah, I remember in that shit probably the longest time ago. Yeah. That's
Um,
awkward. You probably ditched that day.
I'm gonna say it how I want to say it. OutKast's Stankonia album.
Uh-huh.
It released on Halloween in the year 2000. It had the songs Miss Jackson. Ooh. Classic off top, dog.
Yeah.
So Fresh, So Clean.
Classic.
Classic off top. Not as well known, but is a classic. Bombs Over Baghdad.
No, that's fire.
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 Didn't that song get banned like when the whole September 11th stuff happened?
I mean, I don't remember, but
I remember
I'm
hearing
sure.
something about that.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But that song, fire. Like if you're trying to get hype, if you're right now, if you feel a little down and you want to get hype, play
Yeah.
Bombs Over
Right
Baghdad.
now,
Right now.
If you're listening to a show right now and you're already struggling through No Nut November and you just need something to get you hype, get you past that feeling, get you out of a little rut, Bombs Over Baghdad, baby.
That shit is lit.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure we brought up that album because not only is it a good album, but OutKast is just one of those groups that they just always did things their way, and you have to respect that.
Yeah.
They didn't change, they didn't conform for anybody. Obviously they were super talented, and they were able to sell records without having to change
Like their sound
for the market, you know. And they were experimental with their sound, but that was because of them, not for anybody else. So shout out OutKast, shout out fucking Andre 3000 and Big Boy. Denny, you vape, correct?
I do. Occasionally.
Fucking vape life, baby.
Vape life, bro.
Do you use Juul?
No, I do not.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I don't like any of those like pod based systems
What's the difference between that and yours?
because mine you buy the juice like in a bottle and you fill it into your coil or whatever tank. Those ones I think are already pre-made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like basically you're kind of you have to trust whatever you're buying from whatever company you are. So
Right.
if you're buying it from like a sketchy company, they could be putting shit in it that you don't know. At least like with the stuff that I buy, I know exactly what's in it.
I love this because
Yes.
the point you made is exactly what I want to get into right now.
Just do it.
You can't just trust shit. Can't just trust shit. You know, you don't know what they're putting into it. Sketchy company, whatever. So, a lawsuit has been filed against Juul
Oh, okay.
because, and I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce this man's first name
Oh, really?
because honestly, some letters in there, I'm pretty sure that's not in the alphabet. So I'm not gonna try. But his last name is Breha.
Breha.
Breha was the senior vice president for Juul.
Okay.
He was fired, and he believes he was fired in retaliation for whistleblowing.
Ah.
And what he basically came out and said was Juul knowingly sold expired or contaminated pods. And they refused to recall the product, and this was all the way back in March. So
What?
because they never recalled it, because they never came out and said anything, it resulted in over 1 million mint flavor pods sold. That's a lot of fucking pods.
That's yeah.
And that's
That's
a lot
not
of fucking
good.
that's a lot of fucking juuling.
Yeah.
So if you got a fucking mint flavored pod, that mint flavor specifically, oh, you might got that black lung, kiddo. You might.
No, what's wild about this is that I'm sure our listeners have. I'm sure you have heard about the whole like vape, the whole shit that's been going down with vaping. How it's like people be getting sick and stuff. People have died.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it has to do not with like nicotine based products, but with pod based THC products.
Okay.
So those companies, whatever sketchy companies they are, putting like synthetic THC or like this thing called vitamin E acetate, I think is what it's called. Some really bad chemical that shit fucks your lungs up.
Yeah.
And that's
Like worse than just
worse than just regular smoke or whatever or tobacco.
which is bad.
Which is bad. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's healthy.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as tobacco and stuff like that. But I think 80 or 90% of the cases that people have fallen sick or died are because of pod based like THC products, not liquid.
I see.
yeah.
I see. So the high numbers and the investigations and the research they're doing is specifically saying
Yeah.
pod based is a big difference from the liquid based.
Yes, because I think there's only like 2 or 3 ingredients in the liquid base, which is I think vegetable glycerol and propylene glycerol, and then whatever flavor you want. Like
That doesn't sound that bad, to be honest with you.
yeah, I think it's one is vegetable based, the other one I forgot what.
The other one sounded like propane. What did you say?
but propylene glycerol, I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
We don't have a What was our statistician's name again? I forgot her name already.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah. Why do you act like you forget her name?
I did forget her name.
Okay, for those of you who are wondering what happened to Allison, let me tell you the truth.
All right. Is it gonna come out?
We had a couple issues with HR because Daniel was intrigued.
Oh, I was intrigued.
And he made a couple advances. And they were not all well received. So we just gave her some hush money and sent her on her way.
Oh, she signed. What is the thing that they signed? NMD?
NDA?
NDA, NMD. What the hell am I saying? Those are shoes.
EMT?
EMT? I don't know about these acronyms. So
Yeah.
back to propylene glycol. Yeah, I forgot I think whatever that is, I know they do put it into antifreeze to make it safer.
Oh, to make it safer.
It safer.
Well,
so you
right.
don't, like, if you do accidentally ingest it, like, it's cool. I forgot what it is. But those two things they're not bad for your health. But again, you guys should look it up at home, guys. Vitamin E acetate, I think is what it's called. That shit is some wild synthetic shit that you do not want in your lungs.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you are inhaling and putting things in your lungs that are not supposed
that's
to be.
not oxygen.
But
So
there's levels to this hazard shit. You feel me?
exactly.
There's
Yeah.
levels to this shit. We've been in the game for a while now.
Yeah, that's like level 10. Right now we're like at level 3, 4.
I think we kick it around 3 or 4.
I think I think like even when we go outside, we're still at like 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so we're comfortable. We're
we're
comfortable
good.
at 3 or 4.
Yeah, we're chilling.
I wanted to ask you about we have a lot of laughs on this show, so I wanted to talk about or bring up a man who has made us laugh a lot, and that's your boy Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
Did you see that he just recently received an award?
No, I did not.
He just received the Mark Twain Prize, which is a lifetime achievement award.
Oh, that's dope.
He received it obviously for comedy. And Dave Chappelle, one of the many reasons why we love him is because he's always pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, not only does he raise the bar with his fucking mostly highbrow comedy, some of that shit is not so much,
Yeah, mostly.
when he makes like the dick jokes is like, all right, they're funny, they're still funny, but it's not highbrow comedy. But he's always raising the bar, pushing the boundaries, and he sort of challenges social norms, right? So it's only right that he gets this award. Especially after his numerous specials, after the Chappelle Show, after the movies that he's been in. But after he receives the award, right, like the end of the night, they have this whole celebration. It's a whole big event. At the end of the night, he goes on stage to actually receive the award and give his speech, right? Dave Chappelle, being Dave Chappelle, walks up and gets his award with a lit cigarette in his hand. And this is indoors. This is indoors.
Yes. I just remember the skit in one of his stand-ups, but continue.
And quote, he says, "I want everybody in America to look at me smoking indoors. I didn't ask anybody. What are they going to do? Kick me out? This is called leverage." And it is.
It is.
It is.
100%.
Like,
100%.
what's your move
Nothing.
if he's smoking on stage?
Checkmate.
First of all, the event's almost over. Second of all, the event's for him.
For him. What are they going to cancel the event? They're going to take away his award?
Yeah. And I don't know. Something about that really stood out to me. Like, I like it. Like, it's just knowing where you're at in life. And
He knows where he's at.
Yeah. And having some self-respect and holding yourself high and, just know yourself.
Know yourself. Know your worth.
And that's what it felt like.
Shout out to the great philosopher, Aubrey Graham, for that one.
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing now, huh? Well,
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you, baby. A couple people that I am mad at. Washington Nationals.
Oh.
Talk about it.
Oh.
Talk about it.
Oh. They won.
Oh, yeah, they did.
They won.
And they fucking cost me some bread.
Oh, you bet?
Yeah, I did end up making a bet.
You finally made a bet?
Well, no one originally.
Nobody wanted to smoke.
Nobody wanted to smoke.
Nobody wanted to smoke.
And you know what? I deserve it. I went into it super cocky.
You did. You hella went into a super cocky. I mean, honestly, I think we talked about it on the show. When we last talked about it, they were up 2-0, and then we said if the Astros win the next game 2-1, it's not over.
Yeah,
it's not over.
Yeah, but they needed that game.
But again, we specifically said they needed that game. 2-1, 2-2, and then 3-2,
3-2,
and then the dudes came back. Like, what do you want? What do you want to happen?
You know what? To be realistic, I'm happy for the Nationals. It's cool. They get their first World Series title. They were the underdogs. Nobody really gave them a chance.
Nobody. I'll be the first one to say. I was like, oh, they're about to get smacked.
Yeah.
Even when they won the first game, they're still gonna get smacked.
Yeah.
Gentleman sweep. And
So it's cool. You see fucking Ryan Zimmerman, like he finally gets his World Series
Steven
ring.
Strasburg gets one.
Strasburg gets one.
Howie Kendrick, shout out Angels.
Well, I was gonna say I was just gonna start naming everybody on the roster, but it's like, yeah, we get it. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people don't. Maybe I don't know. But I'm happy for them. Just because, and it's weird because obviously I'm a fan of big market, big like time teams, the Lakers, the Dodgers.
Right.
But it was cool to see like the underdog win, like. Especially, I can't say I hate the Astros because I don't. Like, yeah, I'm bitter that they beat us, but like they're a good ass team.
They're a good team and they're fun to watch.
And they're fun to watch. They have big names. It's great to watch them.
Yeah.
But it was dope seeing the Nationals win. They've never won before. I think they haven't left the first round of the playoffs. I think since their existence, honestly.
Yeah.
And the one time they did, they win the World Series.
And just the icing on the cake, they did it without Bryce Harper.
Oh, yeah, and remember what Bryce Harper said in the beginning of the season?
When he fucked up?
He wants to bring a title back to D.C.
Well, you did it, Bryce.
We did it. Good job.
Congrats, man. Way to set a goal.
What a team guy.
Yeah. Way to stay committed to your goals, stay focused. Even when everybody said, there's no way this guy can help the Nationals win the title, he said, watch this. He packed his bags and left. And he helped them get a title.
He did it for you, DC. He did it for you.
He was addition by subtraction. He got himself out the way.
That's crazy.
And they got a chip, baby.
Yo.
So if anybody was sour about that, I would assume it would be Bryce Harper. I assume he cried that night.
Oh, he had to.
But you know what? He wiped his face with his fucking millions of dollars.
Hey, I saw a meme too, and it was that SpongeBob meme where it's Squidward looking out from his house.
Yeah.
And then like it was SpongeBob and Patrick just running around.
Right.
Now I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what's happening with them right now.
For sure. That shit has to be.
Yeah. I
sour
mean,
grapes.
But again, congratulations to the Washington Nationals. We lost to the champs. We've lost to the champs 3 years in a row. So you know what? I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you got to look at the bright side.
Or
Silver
4
lining.
years in a row, I think. Oh, shit.
Did you guys lose to the Cubs before
Yeah,
that?
we did.
Damn, you guys are on a hot streak.
Yeah, we are.
Fuck
Who
yeah,
are we
baby.
lose against next year?
Fuck yeah, baby.
The sad part, just a sidebar. I dressed up kind of for work. We can dress up for Halloween yesterday, so I didn't have anything to wear. So I just put on my Dodger jersey and my baseball pants. And a few people went up to me and was like, "Oh, what are you dressed as? Disappointment?" I'm like, chill.
Ooh, that's just rubbing salt in the wound. That's dirty.
I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. But also, like,
also those people who make that joke, I don't want to see you guys cheering for the boys in blue next year.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're talking shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Eat a dick. But speaking of people who can eat a dick, it's the rest of the NBA because the Lakers are back, baby.
Oh. That's it. We win the chip. Overreaction Friday. What are we doing?
Oh, we winning the chip, baby.
We winning the chip?
We going all the way. Matter of fact, we joining the NFL too, dog. We got Anthony Davis, wide receiver, LeBron tight end, Rondo's the quarterback.
My God.
Fuck it. Who wants smoke, dog?
Hey, we're going 81-1 this year, just so you guys know.
That's the plan.
So, as our resident Lakers beat reporter, Francisco, what you got for me?
Well, I want to let everybody know that since the last episode, the Lakers are on a 3-game win streak. We won 95-86 over the Utah Jazz, 120-101 over the Charlotte Hornets, and 120-91 against the Memphis Grizzlies. So far, a lot of our stats are kind of middle of the pack. Middle of the pack as far as the rest of the NBA is concerned. Field goal percentage, we're ranked 12th in the league. 3-point percentage, 18th. Points, 17th. And rebounds, 18th. Those need to improve for us to get to where we want to go. I think they will improve, especially with Kyle Kuzma coming back with the pack.
Sir.
Rajon Rondo coming back with the pack. I think all those numbers are going to improve. But the most important thing is getting dubs, and we're doing it against teams that we're supposed to.
Yes.
Which is what excites me about tonight's matchup. In a couple hours, they're going to tip off against the Dallas Mavericks. Because that's not necessarily a team we're supposed to beat. I'm going into it very confident because I think we will win, but that's not a team that's going to roll over.
Of course. I agree. Something that I've noticed, hey, Dwight Howard, redemption story.
Hey, baby. We're only 4 games in, but he's doing his part of those 4 games.
I think he went 8 for 8 from the field against the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, he did.
He's been doing his job. He's been getting boards. He's been altering shots. He's been doing what he came to do.
Yeah.
And I like it. Again, it's like we talked about earlier before we started recording, but it's only 4 games to the season.
Right.
So we got to, We need consistency. But so far, so good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
And how you mentioned like the altering shots. A lot of time, altered shots are better than blocks
For sure.
because since your team is on defense, you're already set to get the rebound. You should already be in position. And a lot of times when you see the block, you swat it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Because you're going up aggressively. So a lot of time your team's in position for the rebound. It comes off the backboard and you're ready to push. Turn your hips, look up, and push. So it's very important to have Dwight Howard playing at the level that he is, and that's why we brought you in, bro. We gave you a chance at redemption, and so far you're coming through with it.
And the one thing also I wanted to bring up, because I know you guys all remember, I want to give a shout out to Anthony Davis against the Memphis Grizzlies because he had 40 points and 20 rebounds.
Yeah, that was
what
pretty
a
tight.
fucking game.
That was pretty tight.
What
Honestly,
a fucking game.
When I saw that stat line, like that made me happy because it's like that's why you're here, bro.
That's exactly why you're here. And I think I remember, I think LeBron said, somebody on the Lakers said it, and they're like, oh, he hasn't even reached his full potential yet. Like, you haven't even seen my final form.
That's what it felt like,
That's what it felt like. And I was like, damn, that's right. 40-20, let's go. It felt like, I mean, like, I don't want to say Shaq, but like, that was like, that's a Shaq stat right there.
Yeah,
that was like an Andrew Bynum when he was nice.
No.
He had some 40 games. 30.
It's tough to remember. For sure, he had a couple 30s. But a 40-20 game, but it is definitely fucking Dwight in the Orlando years for sure.
Yeah, honestly, it's dope. I'm super happy. It's looking good. But I feel like I've said that the last 2 years with the Lakers. So let's just hope it actually is good.
Okay, but we can agree that this year feels different already.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But I feel like I've said it the last 2 years, so I know it's different, but I just want to be sure.
Yeah. And one part of me is, hey, temper expectations, wait on it. We need to show consistency. And the other part of me, get that parade ready, baby. I'm gonna be on Figueroa camping for my spot right now, baby.
Clippers about to take this fat ass L, about to get swept in 4 games.
Golly.
Let's do this.
Ooh, damn. Ooh. I like it, Danny.
Yeah.
Back to tonight's game. Like I said, the Dallas Mavericks are not gonna roll over. We get to see one of the newest duos around the league in Porzingis and Luka Doncic. But I feel good about tonight. Kuzma is coming back. He's going to play limited minutes.
I think 15 to 20 is what I remember reading.
But I think he's going to gel right away with the team. I think the Lakers get the dub. Before our next episode, we're going to have a back-to-back against the Nuggets and the Jazz. Obviously, we're not going undefeated the rest of the season. So I could see us losing one of those. We can drop one of those two.
Okay.
I see it happening.
Okay. I'll take it. That's fine with me.
Let's get to the rest of these dick suckers, the NBA. Jokes, y'all, jokes. But Steph Curry out 3 months with a broken hand.
Can we have a moment of silence for the Golden State Warriors, please?
Yeah, I'm about to disrespect the shit out of their bandwagon fans, baby. Start applying elsewhere, baby. Y'all had a good run, but that shit over, dog. Everything comes to an end.
Baby. Hey, 40, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, 40 water. Like, it sucks.
I was like, who's that? Yeah, 40 water. Ooh. Yeah, so look forward to a lot of Draymond Green playmaking. Look forward to a lot of D'Angelo Russell taking a lot of shots, bro. You guys are going to have it looks like a rough season. Probably not going to make the playoffs, but it's good. You guys have a chance to, hopefully get a good draft pick this year.
Come back next year.
Come back next year strong. Get all healed up because there's still going to be a team to worry about next year.
Yeah, for sure.
But just this year, it just kind of seems like we're only 4 games in, but they're already 1-3 losing to teams that they shouldn't.
And then they lose.
And then you lose Curry on top of that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the fakest tough guys I know.
Who?
Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey, you don't know them though.
Well, I know this.
What?
They're both suspended for 2 games for hugging. I'll tell you that much.
I think that's what Charles Barkley said. It was like a hug fest.
It was. I mean, I kind of get it though. Like, I wouldn't want to punch anybody because it's like, yo, that shit's bread. Like,
yeah.
When you get fined, that shit is.
But then why are you starting shit then?
When you get suspended, Joel Embiid is just a fake tough guy, I think, and like he has his perfect guy to pick on is Karl Anthony Towns. Like, like try that shit with somebody else. Like, it doesn't impress me if you pick on Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing because if he was in front of me, I probably wouldn't pick on him. So.
Oh, if he was in front of me, I'd ask for an autograph.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're so nice.
You're so nice, and you're so good at basketball, sir.
I love you,
sir, Mr. Embiid.
Please, sir.
Mr. Towns.
Can I have an autograph, please?
No, yeah. I'll fucking. You want water? I'll get you water.
He can't even reach his fucking mouth.
But he's not here, so yeah. I just thought that was bullshit, but it did make me laugh that you have Karl Anthony Towns in fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
Started him, and he decides to get kicked out the game.
I was so upset. He's out for 2 games. He's been carrying my team.
Oh, damn. Well, your team going to be on the floor the next
him
2 games.
Him and Kyrie. So I might lose this week just because of that. But, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's early in the season. Another game I wanted to talk about was the Rockets against the Wizards, because that game was won 159 to 158
Yeah, we talked about this.
in regulation.
What is that? I thought it was an all-star game.
Yeah, no overtime. That shit was regular minutes. It was 159, 158. Russell Westbrook had 17, 10, and 12, and James Harden had 59 and 9. If they can do that and play defense, they're going to be scary as fuck.
But they're not.
But they're not.
Do you know how many shots they took?
No, actually, I didn't look that up.
Oh, my God.
But, I mean, to score 59, well, he was also at the free throw line a lot.
50, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I remember a stat reading that the first 2 or 3 games, like, I think they combined, like, 3 for 20-something from the three-point line.
From the three-point line?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a bad sign.
That's a really bad sign.
It's also a bad sign when you're giving up 158 to the Wizards.
That's bad.
Shit don't
Yeah,
look good.
that kind of is bad.
But also, when you're in such a high-scoring game, like, the other team is eventually going to get buckets. Eventually.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to just throw it up. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
And then a little surprise was the Jimmy Butler-led Miami Heat are 4-1. Super early into the season, but they're 4-1.
I mean, I think they got the couple rookies in there, don't they?
Yeah, they got Tyler Herro and Kendrick Nunn, and they're like setting records for most points scored in the first 5 games ever, like debut or something.
I gotta cop those on my fantasy team for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to them. I would like to see fucking Jimmy Butler and Miami Heat do well this year.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, hopefully. But the problem is, especially when you're a rookie, you've never played this many games
You're gonna get tired
in succession.
Yeah.
So that pro season eventually wears on you. But hey, I wish them all the best. I would love to see those rookies hooping this year.
Is Eric Spoelstra still managing over there? Coaching?
I would assume so.
I think so.
I don't
right?
remember hearing about a coaching change, but I
Damn.
haven't seen his face in a while, actually.
I mean, I would see his face every fucking day when LeBron was over there.
Yeah, you know, media, dog. Guess what? He's a Laker now.
So now Frank Vogel's gonna be on everybody's TV screen.
But I was going to say, but I really still don't see Frank Vogel a lot.
No, you don't. You really don't.
That's interesting.
It's because LeBron's the coach, bro.
Don't say that, bro. Don't disrespect Frank Vogel. But
what?
damn, I was going to say, I feel like I do see Jason Kidd more than Frank Vogel.
I mean,
I feel like I do.
you gotta we have to read between the lines because that's gonna be our next.
Daniel, if I'm not good at reading on the lines, you think I'm gonna read between the lines?
If we
figure that shit out for yourself.
if we get out like in the first or second round this year, Frank Vogel gets fired.
Okay, bold statement. But I'm not mad at it.
Like, Jason,
we'll bring that back.
We'll bring that back.
Playoff time.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up real quick before we fumble it. Talking about Thursday Night Football, baby.
Oh.
Thursday Night Football, we had the Niners taking on the Cardinals, and the Niners win 28-25. 3-point game. I think everybody expected a fucking blowout. So,
I for sure expected a
So
blowout.
for a Thursday night game, great game.
Yeah.
Your boy fucking Jimmy Garoppolo, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kyler Murray, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. But both these teams added new pieces to their roster, and both those pieces balled out.
They for sure balled out. Shout out Kenyon Drake. He's on my fantasy team.
Who also picked him up. Emmanuel Sanders, 7 receptions, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 110 rushing yards, 53 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. Them boys ate.
They ate.
Them boys ate. It's a good feeling because you're used to fucking Thursday night stinkers.
It's been like 2, I think, this whole season. That's been decent.
Well, what is this? It's week 9, right?
It's week 9.
Yeah, so
I think it's been 2 that have been.
Yeah,
like,
2 out of
okay.
9.
Yeah, I
that's
feel
not
like
so-
last year it was like every single week it was lit. Because I think they had like the Rams and the Vikings last year.
I feel like that might have been
Monday.
No, I think that was like one of those weird Saturday night games at the end of the year. No?
I don't know. Well, it still technically counts Thursday night football on a Saturday.
Does
so yeah, that's what they marketed it as.
That's stupid.
I mean, I'm not in charge of marketing.
No, it's not
so.
your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But
But
also
if they hired me, I would change the shit up. But that's just me.
I'll have Abraham send an email later to the NFL. We'll figure some shit out. This upcoming week, there's some good games though. We got Tom Brady, Mr. Brady, and the Patriots they should change their team name. At
To
least
what?
while Tom Brady's
to the
there.
Brady's?
To the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brady Bunch
I'll
taking
take
on the
it.
Baltimore Ravens.
Because it don't matter who you put around Tom Brady.
Yeah, fuck
Does
it.
not matter.
Fuck it. But obviously the Patriots have been the best defense in the league so far.
Asterisk.
Well, stats-wise says they've been the best defense in the league so
Okay.
far.
I'll take it.
And they're taking on fucking high volume, high scoring
yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
This
so
is gonna be a test.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think on both sides, you really don't know what to prepare for.
Exactly. Like again, I think I've said this to my friends, to the people that are Patriots fans.
You don't have friends, Danny.
Okay, sometimes I do.
Okay, well, I buy them lunch, so they sit with me.
Yeah, like we sit together at lunch at work and we talk. So we're friends.
And also, they have to.
they have nowhere else to sit.
They have nowhere else to go. It's either that or eat in the car.
In the car. Like I feel like their defense hasn't played a good team. A good enough offensive threat where it's like, oh fuck, they flex their muscles, like they're nice.
Yeah. I pretty much feel the same way with the Niners. The only team that they really shut down was the Rams.
I want to see them play the Rams. I think they get them like a couple weeks before the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to that one.
You talking about the Niners or the Pats?
Niners and the Niners.
Oh, okay, Niners, Rams.
Yeah, but going back to the Pats, it's gonna be interesting because again, it's a high volume offense. We're gonna see if they're the real deal. I'm not saying they're the best offense, but we're gonna see if the muscles they've been working are actually,
Yeah, and then plus this is the second week. I believe it's the second week that Mohamed Sanu has with the Patriots, so I'm sure we're gonna see him on the field.
They also lost Flash Gordon too, right? I mean, not
really lost. They released him.
They released him, yeah.
And Seattle picked him up. I think Russell Wilson's gonna make him fantasy relevant once again.
Wait, but wasn't he on IR? I thought he was IR.
I think you're
don't work here no more.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I think he's scheduled to be back before the season's over.
Okay.
And right now Seattle looks like a team that's gonna make the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
And then on the Ravens side, they're coming off a bye week, so they had an extra week to prepare for the Patriots. I think it's going to be real interesting to see that chess match. I'm not going to say the Ravens are going to beat the Patriots.
Is it going to be a close game?
Because they're not. The Patriots are going to win. I don't know by how much. Don't ask me that. And then we got the Chiefs and the Vikings is another game I wanted to point out, only because even when Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, Matt Moore is putting up enough points to compete in these fucking games. They're not getting blown out.
Matt Moore, man. He
Shout
finally left Miami because he was stuck in that hole for a couple years, and now he's doing all right.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing enough to make the games competitive.
Yeah.
If the defensive side of the ball ever decides to step up, then they should be winning these games.
We'll see.
And it's gonna be interesting because Kirk Cousins has been on fire lately.
I mean, it was bad. It was bad at first.
Yeah.
Just as bad as he was, he's on fire now, which is dope.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him, honestly.
I like Kirk. I like Kirk.
him.
And then the Chiefs are in our division, the Chargers division, and I believe they're 5-3.
Yes.
So if they lose, they're leaving the door open. For as much as the Chargers have struggled this year, they're leaving the door open, and that's all you need. You just need a little crease in the door, little crack,
a little bit.
We still have to play them twice, and we still have to play the Raiders twice. So we have a lot of division games to help us cover some ground.
We'll see, man. Because under your Chargers, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, but I just got a fresh jacket and I need a reason to wear it. So,
okay.
You feel me?
I got you.
Let's talk about some fantasy, Daniel.
Let's do it. Speaking about I was about to say the San Diego Chargers.
You're about to disrespect me?
I know. I wasn't. It just came out. It came out. Speaking about the Los Angeles Chargers, my first stardom is Melvin Gordon.
Let's
Their
go.
running back against
Melvin Gordon,
the Green Bay Packers.
Back.
Let's do it. Look, okay, he hasn't been good since he came back in Week 5. He scored, I think, his last two games, but he's failed to get more than 12 PPR points. But something happened. They fired their offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Was it Wisenhunt? Wisenhunt. So that means Anthony Lynn will be more involved in the play calling, which will benefit Gordon. On top of that, he's facing a Packers defense that's allowed a running back to score or gain at least 100 yards 7 games in a row. I think he's going to get more volume. He's going to get more touches, and he's going to do work.
Yeah, I like that pick, especially because Anthony Lynn, before coming a head coach, was a running back coach, so I completely agree. Him being more involved in play calling is going to help Melvin Gordon, and it's going to help Austin Eckler. I think we're going to eat, and I think the Packers should be on upset alert. Eventually, we have to turn this thing around. Why not turn it around this week? My first sit-em is going to be Sony Michel. I think it's Michelle.
Michelle? No T.
I don't like that. Sony Mitchell. Versus
I don't know.
I don't like your name, so I'm going to change it. Sony Mitchell.
One of the 17 running backs that the Patriots have.
Obviously. Fuck, man. That roster is... It doesn't matter. Tom Brady makes all of them great.
Exactly.
Tom Brady's getting everybody into the Hall of Fame.
Brady Bunch.
So, yeah. Sony Michel versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is a tough road game. Michelle always has the touchdown upside because he gets a lot of the goal line touches, but the Ravens just don't give up points to running backs. And I think Brady's going to have a hell of a day, which is going to take away touches from Sony Michel. He's going to give more touches to Rex Burkhead.
Yes.
Rex Burkhead and the other running backs who are catching out of that backfield.
Yeah, the other 17 that they have.
You know?
I think they got me back there too, honestly.
I think I'm on the roster.
Yeah.
They fucking they mailed me a ring for last year's Super Bowl. I don't know.
With it. Okay, so my second stardom is Michael Gallup, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, baby.
Look, Gallup struggled against the Jets and Eagles, combined for 14 PPR points, combined for 2 weeks. So not that good.
That's not good.
But he was great against the Giants in week 1. He had 7 catches and 158 yards. And the Giants allowed the third most fantasy points to opposing running backs, wide receivers. So that means that him and Amari should be great start this week. But I'm choosing Gallup.
I'm taking your advice. I'm actually starting Michael Gallup this week. My next sit-em is going to be Jacoby Brissett versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, Jacoby Brissett, before the season started, right, when Andrew Luck retired, I said he was going to get the Colts into the playoffs.
You did say that.
And it looks like it's going to happen. It looks like they're going to win that division, especially with the Texans losing more pieces on defense. Obviously, the Steelers' defense has been pretty good this year. I would say after about the first 3-4 games, they just picked it up and they've been locking shit down. And they tend to get after the quarterback. But just even subtracting Pittsburgh from the equation, Jacoby Brissett, it's funny, I have him as Jacoby Brisket. Jacoby Brissett.
Are you hungry or what?
Dude, I might have been when I was typing this. He's a splits player. For whatever reason, his game doesn't travel with him on the road.
Uh-huh.
On the road, he's been averaging less than 17 fantasy points. He plays great at home. On the road, obviously that's a team that already tends to lean on the run a little bit more.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason on the road, I don't know if he can't get his fucking luggage through
TSA
to TSA, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's because the balls aren't flat enough over there, like with the New England Patriots. So,
you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you remember?
I remember. But for my last stardom, I got my boy, the legend, Gardner Minshew, against the Texans. Look, he's going out with a bang. Me and Francisco discussed this before the show. Four quarterbacks have scored at least 24 fantasy points against Houston, and Minshew only had 17 against Houston in week 2. But he's a different quarterback. He leveled up, baby.
He leveled up,
baby. He's back.
He ate that Super Mario mushroom.
Exactly. First he was like, "Where the bitch is at?" Now he's like, "Where's your bitch at?"
God, that is a level up.
That is a level up. He scored at least 20 points in the last 5 of 6 games. So this dude, he's gonna go out with a bang. It sucks. We talked about this. I feel like they should go with the hot hand, but how can you not start Nick Foles? Like, you paid the man.
Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, before we started recording the show, we were talking about how Nick Foles is pretty much ready to come back from injury. You have to remember that they paid Nick Foles a lot of money to come be the quarterback. So what do you do? Do you go with your backup quarterback who's getting the job done, or do you play the guy that you paid? You either play the guy or you play yourself. One of the two, but you got to figure that shit out.
Exactly.
I like that start too, though, because the Texans lost more pieces on defense, and you already know the high volume offense that they are.
Yeah,
Jaguars are going to get the ball back. I think, I think everybody's going to eat in that game, to be honest with you. My last sit-em is going to be the Jets defense versus the Miami Dolphins. And you would assume.
Wait, what?
You would assume.
What?
Let me get this shit off my chest, bro.
Okay.
Because I'm going out. I'm going out.
I'm confused right now.
And I'm standing in the rain by myself on this one.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The Jets defense versus the Miami Dolphins.
Wow.
And you would assume.
Wow. You're going against yourself.
You would assume
I'm assuming
against the Dolphins is a must start.
We talked about this. Anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But not this week. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because this is one of the few games on the Dolphins' schedule where they have a realistic chance of winning. And I think they know it. I think that team knows it. We can go out and get one this week.
Uh-huh.
And because of that, they're going to show up and they're going to show out, bro. They just traded away Kenyon Drake to the Arizona Cardinals, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. And now their former backup, the now starter Mark Walton, is going to make his mark on Sunday.
Whoa. Did you practice that?
No, I just thought of it.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I'm
proud of you.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to win, but they're going to come out and ball.
I can't believe you just said that right now.
They're going to come out and ball, so don't start the Jets defense. And the Jets defense just lost Leonard Williams in the trade.
True.
Hmm?
But It's the Dolphins.
Stuff to think about.
It's the Dolphins.
Stuff to think about.
I don't know, man.
That's what I do in conversation. You come talk to me, I'm gonna give you stuff to think about.
I don't know if it's good or bad to think about, but
It might be a total waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tend to do that too. So my bad on that part. Might be a total waste of time. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. It's been a good one, and we'll see you next Friday.
Deuces.